expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Yeah, I've discussed it with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face. I stood and wait because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah.
Messing with my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the time
We doing our thing, man. What's going on? Let's turn this guy down. Nice, nice. What's up, internet? How's it going, chat? I think that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. I like it. We're live. It's Thursday night. We're doing our thing, man. All right, all right. Let me know how it's sounding out there to you. I think it's sounding pretty good in here to me. Fruity Pebble Master. What's going on, man? How are you doing? How you doing? Ah, boy, oh boy. How's your week? What's going on? How is those spooky dreams, huh? What is the best cereal? Oof. Right now, I don't know why, but I'm very much into Chex rice cereal. But the best cereal, man, if I was gonna go with like my all-time favorite cereal, you might judge me for it, but I gotta go with Frosted Flakes. Dude, you can't beat a good bowl of Frosted Flakes, man. Frosted Flakes is delicious. What's your favorite cereal? Help me understand. Fruity, I mean, I would imagine Fruity Pebbles is your go-to cereal of choice. But put it in the comments. What's the go-to cereal, huh? What's the play these days? We're hanging out online. Let me know what you're dreaming about. Do I like BTS? I love BTS. BTS is fantastic. I wouldn't say I'm like a super fan. Not anything wrong with BTS. I just like, I don't know, that doesn't tend to be my genre. Can you guess what my typical genre of music is? I think you're going to be very surprised. I think you're going to be very surprised what my genre of music is. Or Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs is a great choice for breakfast cereal. Come on, let me know in the chat. What's your favorite breakfast cereal? Country. No, not country. Sierra, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the chat, man. Actually, I love EDM, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite genre. I don't think... Maybe you'll guess it. Maybe you won't guess it. I don't know. Sad boy emo music is very close. I'm a huge... Oh my gosh. My 5T3. Thank you so much. I'm not your therapist, dude. REM sleep music? Yes, absolutely. I am a huge metalhead. I love metal music. I don't play it on the chat. I don't think anybody in my following actually like agrees with me on metal music. I don't think anybody here shares that in common. A couple people maybe, but I love metal music. So many bands, and probably ones that you haven't heard of. I love Norma Jean. I love The Chariot. Dance Gavin Dance. Was listening to it on the way home right now. Oh my gosh, so many. What about, do you listen? Hannah, thank you. My people are here. What's going on? Jason, do you listen? Do you listen to the metals? Huh? What do you consider metal? So sometimes people have shown me bands that I consider more hard rock than they are metal. Metal is like screaming. There has to be screaming in the music, and that's why I like it. I like the screaming. I'm very stick to thrash. Ooh, nice. Okay, some thrash metal. I like it. I get confused with the genres. If you want to understand the genre that I like the most, if you go on Spotify and you search the core metal, like the core metal, there is a Spotify playlist called The Core, and that has the type of metal music that I just absolutely love. Can I not update? Oh, okay, that's cool. I can transition like that. Nice. What's up, 221880218? How goes it, dude? I used to listen to Bullet for My Valentine and Avenged Sevenfold. Nice. There we go. Scream right now, please. I will pass on that. Thank you so much, Fruity Pebbles. Early 90s everything. Nirvana over everything. Big Nirvana. I'm gonna be honest, didn't really get big into Nirvana. Nirvana's great. Nothing against it. Definitely a staple and an iconic musical group. You want to know something? Ooh, I'm not gonna call Joy out like that. That's for her to reveal. Joy has some controversial music opinions that even blew me away. She's a hip hop dancer, right? So hip hop stuff is huge for her. But she's got some controversial music opinions. Absolutely. That's me, Luna Laura. I'm the dream guy. Thank you so much, Jason. I did actually get this from outer space. Yes, this is my out of this world shirt, but not as out of this world as you, my friend. Fruity Pebbles, gonna be honest, not a fan of Fortnite. Not a fan of Fortnite. I have played it. I have tried again and again to get into Fortnite and to enjoy it. I don't like it. I love Call of Duty. I think that game is great. I love the Overwatch 2 that came out is great. Overwatch 2 is a fantastic game. But Fortnite, gonna have to pass on that. Call of Duty, yeah. Big on Call of Duty. I'll smoke your ass on Call of Duty, for sure. For sure. James Maynard lyrics, the best. Oh, yes. Yeah, Raylan, we're talking about musical opinions. I'm playing Fortnite right now on Switch. Nice, man. Nice. That's very cool. Hello, Lily Christina. Oh, let me scroll over so I can see the freaking chat. Golly jeepers. Oh, you can see my phone in there. All right, that's better. Where/how did you learn to interpret dreams? So I'm actually a licensed mental health counselor in the state of Florida. And so I got into dream interpretation because I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist, and that deals with the unconscious mind, and dreams deal with the unconscious mind. So I've got a master's in mental health counseling, bachelor's in psychology, and then a lot of reading. That's where I get my information from. Luna Laura, fantastic question. Jason's in here. Jason, are you popping in for a minute? We need to schedule something. We need to have a dedicated Jason Jesse live. I think we absolutely need to do it. What are you doing Monday, Tuesday next week, Jason? I think we should do it then. Can you show me your setup? Not right now. We're talking about like dreams and music, and we're just chatting today. But yeah, I can show you your setup. Thank you so much. I found a new light scheme pattern over here, and so it's like blues and purples, and I think it's very, very pretty. I think it's very nice. I'm open either day, just have to wash pants. Okay, make sure to wash your pants and we'll be ready. Whoa, Fragmented Psyche is here. Lady Firefly is here. What? It's been a while, took a little mental health break. Lady Firefly, welcome back. Oh my gosh, so good to have you. And Espers is here. Oh my gosh, all my favorite people are here. This is why I do it. I'm having the best time. What is up, Fragmented Psych? How you doing, my friend? How have you been? There's a lot going on in your life. Yeah. Okay, Jason, I'll send you a message. I'll send you a message for sure. Espers, I had a dream I was in tree. 4 bears were climbing up, and the tree, 2 cubs, brown bear and black bear. Nice. Dreams about bears are your fierce maternal feminine instincts, and trees are a sign of life. So this is kind of like, I don't know if they were climbing up after you and being vicious, but it's a sign of your feminine maternal strength, and it's going to give you life climbing up the trees. Good stuff. I like Boy with Uke. I don't know who that is. My life is exploding. It's all good. Fragmented Psych, I feel you. Lynn's Fly. Thoughts on sleep paralysis? Yeah, my thoughts are it sucks. It's a real pain in the dingus, that's for sure. But my thoughts are it usually happens because of stress or fragmented sleep. So you want to be careful with that. Whoa, Fragmented Psych, thank you for the subscription. Welcome back to the Lion Pride. Drop some emojis in the chat. There are several of the subs in the chat tonight because we all hanging out. Everyone knows Thursday nights, we rocking out, we chilling out. When I'm extremely stressed, I dream of saltwater crocodiles. Why? Because saltwater crocodiles are problems from your unconscious mind. Crocodiles and sharks, very similar dream symbols, and they have a lot to do with the problems inside of your emotions that you aren't dealing with. So when you're stressed, when you're overworked and stuff like that, it means that there's problems that are going to bite you in the butt. Your mind's trying to warn you about them. I've been constantly having bad dreams the past 2 to 3 weeks. You're probably stressed, probably need to work on your mental health. Or your mind is trying to warn you about something, right? Maybe there's a trauma going on. Maybe there's something big coming up in your life. Yeah, for sure. Raylan with the chat. This is our official sign, by the way. I don't know if y'all know that. I'm gonna teach you a little something, okay? This is a Lion Mental Health exclusive right here. When we greet, right? When I greet the chat, when I'm like doing videos and stuff, I go like this, and I've never really fully explained why, but I'm feeling a little fresh today, and so I'm going to explain it just a little bit. This is a blessing. It's not religious, it's not spiritual, but it is a blessing. It's this finger, right? So this is your ring finger. Now, rings are about a promise, right? That's why we wear our rings on this finger, and they actually used to believe that a blood line, like your veins, went from your ring finger all the way through your arm, just directly to your heart. So that's why you put your wedding ring on your ring finger, because they thought that one was the one with the connection to the heart. But we do this because it's a symbol for taking the different parts of ourself. This is fragmentation, and we bring them together to make them whole. And it's showing that what I'm saying is not intended for me. It's not intended to show off. It's not intended to gain attention or anything like that. I'm trying to bring a blessing to you by what I'm saying, to bring wholeness and unity of the different parts in your life together through what I'm about to say. And so when we greet each other, when we talk about things, when I'm doing videos, you'll often see me end like this or begin like this. And that's the significance of that. I haven't seen it anywhere. It's the Lion Mental Health kind of crew sign. So if you're in the know, now you know. This is what we do. And that's why that symbol, fragmented psych, is like this. It's almost more iconic to me than the lion. I mean, you can't get rid of the lion. The lion is for sure, huge part of the brand. But this is a way to remind ourselves of what we're doing. It's not about me. It's not about yourself. It's about bringing unity and bringing understanding to everyone that you're talking to. So there's my little spiel. That's my thoughts. Yeah. White cats in a negative vibe. Ooh, Olivia. So white cats in a negative vibe. Cats are femininity and their independence. Fruity Pebbles, congrats on the girlfriend, man. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Love is a beautiful thing. But white cats in a negative vibe. So if the cat's kind of being aggressive towards you, it's struggles with your own femininity and your own independence, and that will kind of turn on you. Your independence. Think about when things are attacking you in your dream. Think about that not as something attacking you in your life, but as a part of you that wants to hurt you. This is your internal conflict. So what's actually really interesting is if you have spooky dreams about somebody chasing you, or like in this instance, a white cat chasing after you, the white cat is your femininity and independence, and it's kind of upset with you because right now you haven't been really embracing your feminine or very independent. And so that cat is aggressive because it wants to destroy the false you, or at least the persona, the mask that you're playing in your day-to-day. It wants to be let out. And so it'll become aggressive because, well, it really hasn't been embraced. You kind of know what I mean? That's what it means. And any time that you're seeing something aggressive in your dream, it's really a symbol of your own internal conflict. Yes, it can have a lot to do with things that are happening in your life and like struggles that you're having in your day-to-day, but it's more about yourself. Yeah. Have you heard Anxiety by Megan Thee Stallion? No. Love Megan Thee Stallion, but I don't think... I'm so bad with song names too. Maybe, perhaps. Rainbow Brit, I'm great. How are you? What's up? I had a dream of my crush messaging me, and he did a day after. That's fantastic. I'm really upset that there are ads in this video. That is... I had music in the background, but there's ads in it. Like, that is very annoying. Very annoying. Let's go to something without any ads in it. Let's do this. Let's go here. That's much better. Spotify is bae, no ads. I know, but the problem is, Raylan, if I use Spotify, all of that music is copyrighted. So I have to have something that's copyright free because these videos get used everywhere. So, copyright. Remember when I was just a small TikToker? Didn't matter. Nobody cared what I did. I wouldn't trade these days for anything. But I tell you what, it was a different vibe back then, man. It's a different vibe, for sure. For sure. Do you know if medication affects your dreams? 100%. Absolutely it will. Yes. It can both help you with your dreams or make them much, much worse. So you want to be careful with that. We don't care what you do, LOL. Thank you. Let me tell you, the love and the understanding from the chat from you guys has been fantastic. I've been interviewing a lot of people for the podcast lately. If you're not following on YouTube, Dream App YouTube channel, go check it out right now. I'm streaming on live over there right now, actually. But I made 4 podcast episodes this week. 4 podcast episodes alone. Wow, I didn't even really realize how many. That's a lot of recording. I've been in front of a camera a lot this week. I'm kind of like burnt out over it, but that's great. Yeah. Loveless got a message for copyright on their own song. Yeah, it's ridiculous. The whole copyright thing is so much, dude. So much. We got to figure out just as an internet community how to handle copyright stuff better, because it's just a miserable situation. There's even sounds that I can't use. I can't use certain sounds on TikTok because I'm a business account on TikTok, and so certain sounds it won't let me use because they're copyrighted. So like the Sam Smith song, I can't use the Sam Smith song because that's a copyrighted song. It won't even let me use it. Can you do one on isolation? Oh, like dreams that show that you feel isolated? Dreams that you feel... Is that kind of what you mean, Marissa? Yeah, Marissa, if you're feeling isolated... I actually have that in the queue, believe it or not. Dreams about isolation. Dreaming about aliens, huge for isolation. Dreaming about crying and being sad, huge for isolation. Dreams about being cheated on, big one. Dreams actually about meeting a celebrity and being friends with a celebrity. Really big about not feeling appreciated or isolated. Dreams about falling is another good one. All of those can really kind of play into, depending on the way that they are really represented in your dream, they can have a lot to do. The record label for Unholy is ridiculous anyway. Yeah, for sure. Look, hey, what's up, YouTube? SB, thank you so much. Can I type back? That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, it's showing it on everything. Ah, sick. Snake bite dreams, meaning please. Yes, delivered for you. Bahavna Bista? I'm sure I said that wrong. I'm so sorry. I feel terrible. Caffeinated Survivor, thank you so much for the positive love, saying I love your videos. Snakebite dreams. Snakebite dreams mean that there's deception in your life that you need to get rid of, but it also is a sign for healing. That's why snakes are on the medical symbol. So it's good and bad. Like snakes, actually, they're a really interesting symbol, and they show up in dreams a lot because it's getting rid of and shedding the false self, the lies that you believe about yourself, and accepting the changes that need to happen in your life for you to heal. So it's a painful symbol. It's a symbol that is a warning, but it's a warning that through this pain, through the process of healing, you're going to come out better and stronger. You're going to be renewed. You're going to shed your skin like a snake and come out better on the other side. And so that's kind of the thing. I'm at home. I can actually type here today. It's weird though, because you're inverted on TikTok and not here. Wow, you're actually right. I never noticed that. So, also I think the music is better on YouTube, gonna be honest. But on TikTok, yeah, I think I'm inverted on. Maybe I should change it? I don't know. But see, over here, whatever's on YouTube is actually harder for my brain to understand. My brain is confused about what is happening on YouTube. Dreamt last night that I fell off an unstable ladder into the ocean. Oof. Ladder is about climbing to success, and so your ladder to success is unstable. So something about the way that you're trying to achieve your goals is not stable, and it's going to mean that you're going to fall into your unconscious, into your emotions, symbolized by water. In the ocean, dreams scared. Yeah, again, Patricia, dreams about the ocean, dreams about water are your unconscious mind, the depths of your psyche, and definitely about emotions. I know, now we're used to the inverted. Oh, YouTube is delayed for me. Oh, so you're typing on YouTube, but you're watching on TikTok. Well, that's wild. I'm pretty sure my brain is mad at me. I haven't remembered any dreams since I got mad. It gave me an anxiety dream after having a good day. I tell you what, just this week, I've actually started really just this week I've started really caring for my mind and caring for my dreams again. I had a bit of an anger strike with my dreams over the past couple weeks. I've been like, I'm sick of my dreams. They're like making me frustrated, because dreams, whether you want to or not, dreams are going to tell you what you need to understand and what you need to know. And you might not be ready or want to deal with that dream, but your mind's going to tell you anyway. So I get it. Yeah, Rachel Gunn, tornadoes, stress dream about finances and spirituality. There's a whirlwind in your life that's blowing you away, usually about finances and your spiritual wealth, meaning in your life. Had a dream about my girlfriend turning into a snake and eating my friend. Dude, that's actually sounds kind of sick. It may mean that by having a girlfriend, there may be some tension between your relationships. You know how when you get a friend, when you get a girlfriend, sometimes that can cause a little bit of rift in your friend group. You know what I mean? So it would make sense to me that your girlfriend turns into a snake and eats your friend. It's showing you a little bit of the conflict. And maybe because the girlfriend is new, there's some things that you really need to work out in your life, some lies that you believe about the relationship, some lies that you believe that you got to kind of figure out. I mean, it's a new relationship, so you're working on it. That's what it would mean to me. Fruity Pebbles. Very cool stuff. Thanks for asking, though. Hello from Orlando. Hey, back from Orlando. Pixel Fetiche? I don't know. Hello, back from Orlando. Good to meet you. What about dreaming about toy rockets? Rockets are great. They're a great symbol. They're about achieving your goals, shooting for the stars, right? Tiny toy rockets, though, yeah, good things. I could say maybe if it was seen in a bad way, like your dreams and hopes and aspirations you kind of see as sort of childish and sort of not being real, not having the actual strength to make it to your goals and dreams. But if you're just like playing around with the rockets in your dream and it's going well, then I think that's great. But yeah, that's basically what rockets mean. Depends on how it shows up. Oh, okay. Good rocket dream. Yeah, it's about your shooting for the stars. It's about trying to achieve your dreams. For sure. Yeah, Raylan, you're absolutely right. New girlfriend is kind of a transformation too. 100%. 100%. It means that you're going to change. Your relationships are going to change. Yeah, Raylan. Like, let me have one day where my dreams just give me nice things. I personally think that's why a lot of people turn to lucid dreaming to have a little bit more control over their dreams, because they're like, listen, will you chill out for a little bit because you're driving me crazy? Dreaming from someone else's perspective. Tesla, Gene Alder. Yeah. Tesla, if you're dreaming from someone else's perspective, it's still your perspective, but it's a part of yourself that you don't normally live from. So imagine that you're having a dream from your mother's perspective. That would be your internal mother and how your internal mother sees the world. So remember, inside of us are a whole bunch of characters. We play a whole bunch of characters in our life. Right now, I'm playing social media influencer. When I leave the room, I'm going to go play husband to my wife. Earlier today, I was playing counselor and therapist because that's my job. And so these are all characters in my life. Seeing a dream from a different person's perspective is you embodying that character and talking with that character that lives inside of your deeper consciousness. Yeah. What does it mean when they kiss me? Kisses are about connection. They're good things. Connecting. Emily, my dreams scare the hell out of me. Yes, sometimes they can, because we often avoid the things in our life that are scary, and so our dreams don't let us run away from them. I meant just have one nice day in entirety. Any other day, I'd have been fine with the bad dream. Oh, yeah, I hear you. Just like, can't it just be like a nice day all throughout? Why does it have to like end with a bad dream that's like causing you stress? Bummer. By the way, little shout out over on YouTube. We just posted the video, Secret Symbols of the Sandman, the full podcast episode. It should be going up on Spotify. Is it up on Spotify already? Ooh, hold on a minute. Girl, listen. Is it already on? No, it's going to be on Spotify soon. We release it on YouTube first, and then we release it on Spotify. But the full length 42-minute breakdown of all the dream symbols that I found super important in the Sandman up on YouTube already. Check it out. I'm streaming there as well, by the way. Sandman. I love that show. Did you all see it? I thought it was so great. Is calling my girlfriend and saying I love her smart? If you just started the relationship, no. You don't love her. You're infatuated with her. It's a new relationship, so you're not ready to say I love you yet. Love is a commitment. Love is a huge commitment. So you wanna take your time before you just say that to somebody, because saying I love you is like, I'm really committing. So yes. Jessica, what about dreams of miscarrying? So if you're dreaming about miscarrying, it means that there's something new in your life, but it's not coming to fruition. So like, let's say that you started a new job, or let's say that you started a new relationship. Having a miscarriage means that it's not working out the way that you wanted to. Like, the job is failing, the relationship is failing. And so again, you got to remember like the base symbol. The base symbol is pregnancy and birth. And that is about a new idea or a new identity in your life. A miscarriage is missing and not actually realizing that new identity in your life. Like, not seeing it come to fruition. You know what I mean? What happens? Dorsey, what's up? What's up, Dorsey? Good to see you in the chat. What happens when I dream a mob of people shuffling? Like dance shuffling? That's actually really funny. Dancing is about connection. It's about a good time. It's about celebrating. And a mob of people, connections, celebration, dancing. Depends on what's going on. I mean, if it's a great dream, it's really positivity and you feeling connected, you feeling accepted, you feeling social. And so it's your mind really showing you both what you want in your life and the potential. Oh, they're shuffling, they're dancing, but they're angry dancing. Okay. If they're angry dancing, well, it's a little bit of internal conflict. Mob of people. Okay, it's bad. Yeah, this can be about you not feeling accepted, you not feeling connected, or really like having a good social life. And so the mob is all about that. Now, it's also, when we have these troubles with our social life, it's not only about the mob that's outside, but the mob that's inside. You know, if you're dreaming about a mob. The mob inside, Cece, thank you so much for the rose. The mob that's inside is you, because you struggle with the relationships and the connections in your waking life. It also shows that you're struggling with really feeling confident and connected with yourself too. Because remember, in order to have good relationships, we have to have good relationship with ourselves first. That's super, super important. Dream Tree Oracle, what's up? Oh my gosh. Dream Tree Oracle, thank you so much for all the roses. I appreciate it. I'm trying to tap on your profile. Look at this. Okay, I'm following so I can check out your profile. Oh, it's a private account. Dream Tree Oracle, did you know that your account is private and I can't follow it unless you allow me? Anonymous Batman, thank you. I'm here to calm and soothe. Don't worry, later, in about another 30 minutes or so, we're going to be reading a bedtime story. So wait, if you think this is calming, it's going to get real chill here in a minute. About 30 minutes, we're going to read a bedtime story. It's what we do every Thursday night. Wee Head, welcome back to the chat. Where have you been? I need a full status report. Where did you go? They go in zigzag often. Ooh, confusion, not straight, not direct in their approach. What book are we reading tonight? We are reading... Oh yeah, Lady Firefly, you've been away for a minute. We've been reading stuff online. We've been reading stories online, and tonight's story is a spooky story because it is Halloween time. It's a spooky story called The Glass Ball. The Glass Ball is a scary story based on Chinese ghost story called The Strange Glass Ball. So a little bit of taking a little travel around the world. But yes, tonight is spooky story. 4:26 a.m. Anonymous Batman, where on God's green earth do you live? Where are you? I've been working so much and my mom got a puppy, so I've been busy with him. How about you? Oh, congrats on the puppy. Wee Head, I love it. I've been great. Stressing, freaking out just a little bit because I'm about to be a dad in 4 months, so that's wild. I'm feeling honestly pretty good about it. Feeling pretty great about the whole situation. But let's do this. But I tell you what, that's a lot of responsibility. Being a dad for another human being. Yikes. Saudi Arabia. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's very far away. It's very far away. Thank you, Chronically Corey. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you pop up in the chat. Chronically Corey, hello. Good to see you again. Thanks, Wee Wee Head. I appreciate the well wishes. Ah, you have been summoned. Just recorded a podcast with this guy. If you haven't seen the official Some Young Guy, he's the guy that does this thing. I totally ripped off his thing, man. When I was doing those videos that did this, I was copying this guy right here in the chat right now. Go follow him, check him out. Over 1 million followers. We did a great podcast together actually just a couple days ago. Was it a couple days ago? God, it's been a long week. But you gotta check him out. Wonderful dude. Wonderful dude. Yeah, it was his first podcast too. He did such a great job. We talked about sleep paralysis. We talked about certain substances if you know, before you go to sleep, how that affects your sleep. We talked about a lot of really interesting things. You'll like it. Go follow him. Go follow him. He's this guy. I love his stuff. That's like the whole thing. We really connected because TikTok just typecasts us. I'm the dream guy. I'm not allowed to make any other types of content now. And the official Some Young Guy is this guy. Not allowed to make any other content. That's how TikTok works. Once you find a thing, you have to stick with it. Start saving for baby Lions therapy now. Yeah, you're gonna be right. Can you imagine this baby having me as a dad? I'ma definitely get some therapy stuff for this kid, man. You're gonna need it. Need it. And any eye content is Some Young Guy's content. Yeah, if you do anything with eyes, like even this one, I have to pay official Some Young Guy every time I do anything with my eyes. Like this, doing this right now on this live stream cost me $35. I'll Venmo you after the stream's over. Don't worry. I know it's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. Cece, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Batman. Appreciate it. Raven Magic. What did Raven Magic says? Raven Magic says, I have reoccurring dreams of climbing high structures or landscapes and can't get down. Oof, it's about success. It's about climbing to success, but then once you get there, you don't know how to stay grounded with yourself. You kind of lose yourself in trying to strive and achieve the pinnacle of like your success that you want in your life. And so it's this struggle of like, I want to be there, but once I get there, I don't know what to do with myself. Yeah, for sure. Dude, yeah, young guy, I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. I felt the little dude kick this morning. I like roll over. I'm getting up out of bed, and Joy's like, come here. I put my hand on Joy's belly, and little dude's just like, he's like getting ready. He's like Rocky, you know. I'm like, little dude's fighting in there, man. Baby dreams are wish dreams. Ooh, okay, let's see. Mrs. King, I keep having vivid dreams of dating other men. I'm married, so this is confusing. Yeah, that's what a lot of people get wrong with their dreams. And don't worry, you're doing a great job, King. A lot of people don't understand their dreams because they take it way, way too literally. When you're dating other men, it's not about you actually cheating on your partner or wanting to be rid of them. I mean, maybe you do, but I think you would know that if you wanted to be rid of them. What's more likely, thank you for the heart, Emily. Appreciate it. Sending love back to you. But what's more likely is when you're dating these other persons in your dream, this is about you exploring parts of yourself, especially masculine parts of yourself, your sexuality, your romantic side, and exploring other ways of being in your dreams. And your dreams will do that because remember, your dreams are trying to find solutions and they're trying to explore in your life. And so that's really what's going on. It's not about anything bad. We have to make sure not to judge our dreams. They are telling us things. It's not bad stuff. Hey, young guy, thank you so much for being here. Go follow the official Some Young Guy. Wonderful dude. It's going to be on the podcast here after we get it all edited and done. But thanks for stopping by, man. I hope you have a great night. Enjoy your dinner. King, you're very welcome. Let's see. Charlie Smith says, how about reoccurring dreams of being attacked in your room, but genuinely being scared of sleeping? Oof. There are a lot of people, and actually, I mean, I've talked about this on the YouTube channel as well. A lot of people, instead of actually going to sleep, they just pass out. A lot of people will just be on their phones, watch TV or whatever, and just pass out instead of actually going to sleep because they fear sleep. And this is something that a lot of us are experiencing these days, especially in our culture and our society. Dreaming about someone attacking you in your room is this conflict inside of you. Again, anytime we're seeing conflict in our dreams, it's a representation of the conflict that's going on inside of us. And that conflict is there are things inside of you, aggressive, primal, unconscious pieces of you that are a part of you that you don't like. And so they start to come out in your dreams because that's the only time that you ever allow them to speak. That's the only time that you ever allow them to be kind of out and about. And so that's really the situation. And the more that you can learn to embrace and express even the dark parts of yourself that you don't like in a healthy way, of course, the more that it will relieve the pressure from your dreams. So that's my best advice to you. And that's what I would really say and where I would start. Yeah. I can't even take my awake brain literally anymore. Raylan, it's true. It's true. What's actually interesting, it's good point, Raylan. Intrusive thoughts or maladaptive daydreaming or daydreaming in general can be interpreted just like dreams. So even if you're daydreaming or having intrusive thoughts during your day, those are very much from your unconscious, just like your dreams are. Dreamtree Oracle, thank you so much. Dreamtree Oracle, why don't you subscribe to the channel? There's a little sub button up there. We're trying to hit 40 subs, and every Friday we do a subscriber only live where I answer just the subs chat. So I mean, hey, if you appreciate the content, thank you so much for the gifts. Consider subscribing. More of the money goes directly to me, and it helps support the channel, helps support what we do, and gets the message about dream interpretation out to the world and just how much it can help your mental health. Your mind is trying to tell you what to do with your mental health, but we just don't listen. And that's like the whole point of this platform and Dream app. Go download it in my bio. Check it out. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Did I miss it? How did I not see that you were subbed? Thanks, Dreamtree Oracle. I appreciate it. Every subscriber, everyone who subs to the channel is paying for diapers for little baby lion cub. Chronically Corey, oof, intrusive thoughts. IDK if I'm ready to interpret those. You will actually be surprised. You would be surprised, Chronically Corey. Tell me your intrusive thoughts, I'll tell you what's going on. Those intrusive thoughts about hurting people, crashing your car, doing things that are not great. Emily, thank you so much for the subscribe. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Lion Pride. We're going to have a subscriber only day tomorrow where we can chat and I'll give undivided attention to it's true, baby lion cub, where I give undivided attention to all the subs. So make sure every Friday we do a subscriber only. It's gonna be thank you so much. It's gonna be a little bit earlier tomorrow. I'm recording another podcast with a fantastic musical artist on Friday night, so tomorrow night. So I'm gonna actually be doing the subscriber only live a little bit early, but I'm gonna schedule it. So check my page and look at it because I'm gonna put it on there. Yeah, for sure. Chronically Corey, thank you so much. If you want to book a meeting and do that, I do those as well. I don't do a lot of them anymore because my books are so full. But Chronically Corey, if you want to send me a message on Instagram, like right after the chat, I'll send you a message back. We can get that started. Be happy to do it because I know you've been here for forever, so I'd love to help you out. I do private sessions. Most of my stuff is going through Dream app right now. Like I have a whole team who interprets dreams. If you're looking for that, it's much cheaper than like talking with me personally. I'm kind of doing my thing. But yeah, like if you do want a private session, after this live, I will check all of my DMs on Instagram. And if you are interested in that, I can tell you the price and all that, and we can talk about it and see if it's a good fit. I'm being a little bit more selective, a little bit more limited about those I work with because I'm focusing a lot of time on investing in my team and the app and all that stuff, which you can download in my bio. But it's a whole team who really knows. Raylan, yep, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Dream about crush getting arrested. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I know exactly what that means. And it might really surprise you. Hey, Julie, by the way, welcome to the chat. Didn't mean to just ignore you there. Welcome, Julie. Glad you could hang out. I don't know how long you'll be here. I know you usually work at about this time because we've talked about it before on the lives, but it's so glad to have you join. So dreaming about your crush getting arrested. Dreaming about your crush shows you what you want. You want your crush, you want to be close to them, but getting arrested is guilt. You're feeling guilty. So you want your crush, but you feel guilty for wanting your crush. And that's exactly what that dream means. It's actually really intense. And it's actually really straightforward interpretation. Very few dreams have that straightforward of an interpretation. So I'm actually glad that you said it. That's actually really good. That's really good. So, Ingrid, I would ask you, why would you feel guilty? Why are you hesitant about talking with or pursuing your crush? What is kind of holding you back? It's those guilty feelings that are kind of like causing this tension, causing this dream. Yeah, no worries. I'm working, but trying to listen as I work. I love it. Hey, no worries. So if you're looking for my Instagram, you can just tap on my bio and it links directly there. If you're looking for the Dream App Instagram, you can also go to Dream App Official on TikTok, and that's where their TikTok is. It links to the Instagram, links to the YouTube page, and all that stuff. Yeah, my Instagram is the same username, though. Slim Vinny's in the chat. Hey, I had a sad dream of my actual child dying in her sleep. Slim Vinny, I haven't seen you in a hot minute. What's going on, girl? So Slim, listen, very normal, very normal. I actually warned Joy about this morning. A lot of people don't know, a lot of people underestimate, but dreaming about your child dying is very common for parents because parents constantly struggle with not feeling good enough, strong enough, not feeling like they're able to actually be everything for their kids that they need. And so it's that fear that kind of triggers those dreams. We fear not being enough for our children, and so we dream about them dying. Now, there's a second interpretation too, and this is really important. I hope you hear this. If you're dreaming about your children being hurt or dying, especially dying, it can be quite literal in a certain way. We often dream about our children dying because they constantly die, and that child dies and an older child comes out. So a lot of times parents, as the child moves from being an infant to being a toddler, thank you for the love, I appreciate that. As the child moves from being an infant to a toddler, they'll dream about that infant dying because metaphorically, the mind is trying to get ready for the infant is gone, it's dead now, and now there is a toddler, and I need to address this toddler different. So it's the mind actually trying to reorient itself. Sorry, that was Joy. It's the mind trying to reorient itself to understand how to handle the growing up of the child because, you parent a toddler different than you parent an elementary school child, a middle school child, a high school child. And so it's the mind trying to prepare for these things. Really important. We need a little bit more upbeat. I think we need a little bit more upbeat, like Dream App playlist, I think. What do you think? Weird dreams that feel realistic. Dreams that feel really realistic show us that our emotions are very intense. The more real, the more vivid the dream, the more intense the emotions that are trying to be released. So if you're a very intense, emotional person, your dreams are going to be very intense and emotional. That's why it happens. Emily, new subscriber. Right. Been in the chat all day today. Why do I wake up but can't move? Then I'm stuck in this weird bad dream. Yes. Give me a second. I gotta answer Joy. Nice. Got it. So what you're describing, Emily's asking, why do I wake up but can't move? Then I'm stuck in this weird bad dream. What you're describing is called sleep paralysis, and sleep paralysis happens due to a couple reasons. Three main ones I want to tell you about. It's either diet, medication, or stress. Those 3 reasons will cause sleep paralysis, and that's when you are stuck and frozen when you wake up. Now, the reason this happens is your eyes will open and you'll come out of sleep, but your brain has not reconnected with your body. So it's a misalignment while you come out of sleep. Normally, your brain reconnects with your body and your eyes open all at the same time. And so you never notice that you're paralyzed while you're sleeping, because you are paralyzed while you're sleeping. Normally that happens in sync and it all happens at the same time. But sometimes when we're stressed, bad diet, bad medication, it can get out of sync. And so our eyes are open, but actually when you map the brain is still in an altered state. It's still in a sleeping state, even though your eyes are open. And so that kind of like weird sort of place will cause some really weird dreams. It'll cause you to feel unsettled and scared because you're frozen, you're paralyzed. And it's a little bit scary. But that's what's going on. Most people have experienced it at least one time in their life. Nobody's ever been hurt by sleep paralysis. It's just an uncomfortable experience. So it's nothing to really worry about. But if it continues to happen a lot and you can't control your stress, or you're controlling your stress and it still happens, talk with your doctor about it. How to survive sleep paralysis. It scares me a lot. Yeah. So really the best thing to do is to just kind of like focus on your breathing. I've heard some people tell me that like by trying to move very suddenly, that can help with their sleep paralysis. Like just try and summon all your energy and just jerk like that. Some people tell me like that can help with the sleep paralysis. I've never experienced it that way. I just always like take a deep breath. Hey, I'm experiencing sleep paralysis. I'm going to wake up in a minute. And really for me, the information and knowing what's going on helps the most. That's been my best explanation and advice for it. How is that different than lucid dreaming? Lucid dreaming, your eyes are still closed. Sleep paralysis hallucinations, they're actually called different things. So that's called a sleep paralysis hallucination. It's called a hypnagogic or hypnopompic hallucination is actually the technical term, but that's a real mouthful to say. Your eyes are open while you're dreaming, and so you'll see shadowy figures in your room and all sorts of weird stuff. A lucid dream is your eyes are closed, you're in a regular dream state, but you're aware that you're dreaming and you can do different things. That's the difference. Chronically Corey says, I have to try to make myself scream to get out of sleep paralysis. Yeah, that can help. So trying to scream, right? Like trying to really focus on something can help. I've heard other people tell me that it can really help with sleep paralysis if you focus on your big toe and just try and wiggle your big toe. So trying to activate your prefrontal cortex, your thinking part, and like thinking really hard about something and concentrating can actually break you out of the sleep cycle. So that's really helpful too. Why when I have lucid dreams, I lose control and can't wake up? So it's kind of a antagonistic relationship, right? The reason that happens, like you get stuck in a lucid dream, is when you lucid dream, there's more activity in this part of your brain. And normally when you dream from this part of your brain. So you're actually activating a part of your brain that's supposed to be asleep while you're dreaming back here. And so because it's kind of like out of balance, it can make you kind of get stuck in there, and it can make you kind of like feel worried. The more practice that you have and the more that you like plan for your lucid dreams, the less that happens. But there's a lot of people, there's some really good information actually on Reddit. There's a lot of good lucid dreaming subreddits that talk about this and what other people do. I would not follow the advice and the information on that subreddit. Most of it's very bad advice, but a lot of people who share their stories, you'll understand like, oh yeah, I'm not alone. I'm not alone in this experience about lucid dreaming. Hi says, what does it mean to dream about my mom being pregnant and then the water breaks? So your mom being pregnant means that there's going to be a change in the relationship with your mother, probably because of something new coming into your life. And the water breaks means like both a release of emotions and perhaps even sadness at the changing of that relationship. Now, I would need a little more context about what's going on to really understand, but generally that's what that means. Yeah. Yes, Raylan, absolutely. Reddit is for the tea. If you want to see the tea, that's on Reddit. There's a lot of good stories actually over there of people sharing their experiences. Odie says, why I keep dreaming of people I don't know, that people I don't know die. So here's the thing. Death is not actually a bad symbol in a dream. Death is actually very much about transformation and change, letting go of the past and starting anew. Now, the reason that people you don't know are dying in your dream is because, well, there's some really angry feelings inside of you that you haven't been expressing, some really violent and aggressive feelings that haven't been expressed. And those people that you don't know that are dying are unexpressed parts of yourself that really you're trying to kill off. And so it's kind of showing you exactly what your waking life experience is. You really try and be a little bit rigid about yourself. And that's really what's going on. Anytime, I know I say this type of stuff a lot and it seems kind of repetitive, but oftentimes these violent and aggressive dreams are all about that. And so they all kind of come from the same place. And that's really what's going on. Emily, yeah, you have the same dream. I hear you. Rainbow Brit says, I was told I'm a somnambulist when hypnotized, but have never sleptwalked. What's the difference? So I actually am trained in clinical hypnotherapy and in dreams, so I'm, I guess, the perfect person to answer this. A somnambulist is a type of person who is the most susceptible to hypnosis. Now, that's not a bad thing. I actually tend to be a somnambulist myself because I work as a hypnotherapist, so I'm very susceptible to hypnosis, which actually is great for creativity. Those who are very creative, very inspired, dreamers and people who come up with great new ideas, they tend to be somnambulists because their two parts of their brain are very connected. That's a good thing, but it does mean you're very susceptible to hypnosis. Now, those who are very susceptible to hypnosis tend to also sleepwalk, but it's not a guarantee. So just because you're a somnambulist doesn't mean that you sleepwalk, but if you are a somnambulist, there's a greater chance that you will sleepwalk. Now, the term somnambulism does come from sleep and walk. So they're not the same. Hypnotherapists will use that as a way to kind of identify someone who's very susceptible to hypnosis, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll sleepwalk. Yeah, that's kind of the difference, if that makes sense. I hope that helps, Rainbow. I keep dreaming I'm pregnant and I'm scared. Magda, don't worry about it. Pregnancy is just about a new something, a new identity coming in your life. Maybe it's a new job, new relationship, something like that. Pregnancy is a very, very good dream. Very, very common. It's primal. Everybody knows what pregnancy means. Whether you have the equipment for being pregnant or you do not have the equipment. Oh man, my connection got lost. Okay, I think I'm back. Sorry, I got lost for a minute. Dreaming about being pregnant. It's a primal thing. Everybody knows what it means to be pregnant. Whether you have the equipment to be pregnant or whether you do not have the equipment to be pregnant, doesn't matter. That idea lives inside of our minds. And so when a new thought, a new identity, a new opportunity is coming to our life, we will dream about being pregnant as a metaphor for that experience. Our mind is trying to prepare us for that new start. So don't worry. It could mean that you're literally pregnant. So go take a pregnancy test just to be safe. But more than likely, it's just about something new, a new start in your life, which is good. Or dreams about pregnancy or being chased. Susan, I'm glad you asked. So I just talked about pregnancy. It means that there's a new beginning in your life and that you need to be aware and start preparing for that new start, new job, new identity, something, right? Now, being chased means that you're avoiding something in your life. Your mind is actually telling you, hey, you're struggling with your mental health because there's something in your life that you are avoiding. And that's something that you really need to pay attention to. And that's why I made that video today. Don't ignore your dreams, especially about being pregnant or being chased. Batman, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great night. Batman says, I gotta go right now. I had literally the most comforting time ever. Thank you a lot. Hey, check back in. We do bedtime story here in a couple minutes. I'll be live tomorrow as well. Thanks, and I hope to see you again real soon. Thanks for subscribing. All right, well, it is almost time for bedtime story. We're getting there. We're going to do just a couple more questions, then we're going to do bedtime story. Hippie Bomb says, I had a dream of an ex from over 5 years ago. Hippie, yeah. Our mind will revisit our past in order to find answers for our present by dreaming about our ex. And so that's really what's going on there. dreaming about your ex does not mean that you necessarily want them back. It means that you are looking to reconnect with a lost and past part of yourself. And that's what's really going on there. So embrace that. Love that. It's good for you. It's good for you. But it can be kind of uncomfortable. But you're just thinking about your past. Disgruntled Millennial. Love the username. I dreamed people were flying and floating in the sky. Flying and floating, all about confidence. Now, in some situations, it can be about people dying and like passing on. You know, they float up into the sky. But if it's a positive dream, I don't think that's really what's going on. I don't think that's what's going on. Christine says, I have very vivid dreams and big majority of them are disturbing, but are normal for me. Why? It can really just be your dream personality. Some people just dream very intensely, and there's actually a really great study out about kind of the reason for that. So people who have very intense and very disturbing dreams typically struggle with emotional self-regulation. So if somebody struggles to manage their own emotions, they will really have some very intense dreams. But also some people just tend to have more violent dreams. Some people tend to have more sexual dreams, and that's just person to person. So like for me, my dreams are very much like images. It's like I see this, and then this happens, and then this happens, and it's not really a story. Other people, it's like living a whole separate life. And so that's just person to person. Everyone's mind is different, so everyone's dreams are different. Carla Bloom says, can you talk a little bit about astral projecting? Yeah. So my experience of astral projecting is that it's very much like lucid dreaming. They haven't been able to study or prove or really disprove astral projecting. It's much more of a spiritual idea than it is a scientific idea. So I don't get much into it. If you like astral projecting, that's great. But there's been no scientific evidence to show that we can visit other people or go to different dimensions or altered planes of reality in our dreams. We haven't been able to show that. So I just kind of stay away from it. Hey, maybe science one day will understand all of that. But right now, we just don't. So I don't tell people yes or no. I think astral projecting can be a great way to connect with yourself. And I think my personal opinion is that when people are astral projecting, they're actually connecting with their deeper consciousness. And that's really what's going on. If they're going to an altered plane or like an altered state, it's connecting with themselves, not actually any kind of metaphysical or like altered dimensional world. But that's just my opinion, right? Who knows? Who knows? It's really awesome you know so much about this. Hippie Bomb, yeah, happy to help. This is really cool. I want to learn more, to be honest. I find it so interesting. Hey, well, subscribe to the channel. Check me out. If you want long form content and you really want to understand what's going on, please do follow Dream App over on YouTube. It's just Dream App YouTube channel. We've only got 62 subscribers because we just launched. I'm making a lot of content, especially some Halloween stuff coming out over the next couple weeks. It really goes into a lot more depth. TikTok doesn't like it when I go into depth. It likes the short form videos. That's what it pushes out to the For You page. So I don't make long form content. Really, any explanation content on TikTok, I make it all on YouTube. And that's really where you should follow me if you want to get that info. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Espers? What does it mean about falling asleep in a dream? So anytime, well, if you're falling asleep in a dream, it just means you're tired. Because TikTok cares if people complete the video. Yes, exactly. Raylan, the reason that I don't make long and explanatory videos on TikTok anymore is because TikTok doesn't like it. They want short form, snappy videos, right, that keep your attention. They're buzzy, right? My actual explanations about dreams are over on YouTube. So please do follow it there. Raylan, you're 100% right. But if you're falling asleep in your dreams, it means that you're tired. If you're falling asleep in your dreams, it means that you're looking for rest and care in your life. And that's what you're looking for. Rainbow Brit, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Last one. Abritla22. What does it mean to dream about getting tortured in your dreams? Jackie, my YouTube channel, and everyone watching, my YouTube channel is Dream App. My personal YouTube channel is Lion Mental Health, same here. But I'm making a lot of videos on Dream App YouTube channel. That's what it is. So if you're getting tortured in your dream, it's actually very interesting. Usually torturing, sorry, I got distracted. When you're being tortured in your dream, it has everything to do with your feelings of guilt. Oftentimes, our dreams will punish us Our dreams will punish us with feelings of torture because we feel guilty for something, and our dreams will punish us because we feel like we got away with something in our waking life. So if you're feeling tortured, it could be a literal representation of how life feels right now, and your mind is venting that out, but it probably has a lot to do with your guilty feelings as well. And so it's time to confront those things. Maybe you're feeling inappropriate guilt, or maybe you need to apologize for something. And that's what's really going on. Butter pasta noodles. Oh man. Okay. Last one. Snapping finger sound in your dream. If you're hearing snapping finger sound in your dream, it means that symbolically it means that you need to pay attention to something, but also it could be something called exploding head syndrome. Abritla, you're so welcome. Look up exploding head syndrome on Google. It's actually a synaptic firing that happens as you're falling asleep or waking up. And so it's this explosion sound that happens, and they think it's because of random neural firings that happen during the transition into or out of sleep. So it could be that as well. If it's happening just as a dream symbol, it just means pay attention. Because when you snap your fingers, it's like, hey, pay attention, look at this. And so your mind is trying to tell you to look at something and to pay attention to it. So, okay, I could go on for hours, but as you all know, it is 10 o'clock Eastern time. Butter pasta noodles, you're so welcome. It is 10 o'clock Eastern time on a Thursday night. It is time for spooky stories because it's Halloween time. We always read a bedtime story. It's fantastic. It's a wonderful time. So if you've been here, thank you so much. I'll introduce myself again. My name is Jesse Lyon. I'm the chief dream scientist at Dream App. We've got a wonderful project over there. Dream experts are live 24/7 to be there to answer your questions about your dreams and to support you and to really be there to care for you and just be someone that you can share these things with who's totally anonymous. You don't have to worry about them knowing your friends or family or judging you. They're just a place for you to talk these things out because our dreams are that. They're a place for us to explore the things that we're too scared to explore in our waking life. And so we've created an app. I've written the content for it. That helps you go into those things and gain the mental health benefits that can happen from your dreams. So check out the app. Let me know what you think. Start your free trial. Figure it out. I think it's like $1 for the trial on Android. Maybe it's free on Android or maybe it's free on iPhone. I don't know. There's different things, but I do know there's a free trial that's way less. You can try it out there or check out our website if you want the full list of dream symbols, or just stay subbed here over on TikTok or YouTube. So much free stuff, so much wonderful stuff. I just want to be here to support you in your mental health. That's literally it. I just want to make the world a better place. And in the spirit of that, let's read a spooky bedtime story. So let me turn down the volume over here a little bit on yeah, turn down the volume over here on that. Turn this down, and then we're going to read a spoopy story. Yeah, dreamapp.io for the dictionary. Definitely. Raylan, appreciate that. 24-hour live. Absolutely. Should we find some spooky music? Spooky music. Instrumental. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, I like it. Halloween music, instrumental fireplace.
Hey, Orlando.
Okay, hold on. It's an ad first. Let's see if this is actually spooky music. Oh, that's kind of fun. Okay, all right. Yeah, we're going to do it. Can you hear that? Is that loud enough? I think it's good. Ooh, we're going to read a spooky story. Nas. Hold your important information until after spooky story. No, just kidding. What's up, Nas? What you got going on? It's time for the spooks. We're actually going a little bit international. We're reading a apparently classic Chinese ghost story. So I'm going to butcher all of the Chinese names. I'm so sorry. I'm going to try my very best. What? Everyone, okay, I take it back. Story time can wait. Everyone in the chat, say happy birthday to our good friend Nas. Been here for a long time. Happy birthday, Nas. 19 years old today. So proud of you for being alive. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nas. Happy birthday to you. Woo! I love it. I love it. Love that. Fantastic. All right, let's get to this spooky story. Let's get to this spooky story. It is called The Glass Ball. And we're going to get into it. It's going to be spooky. Okay. Here we go. I feel like... Yes, okay. The 4 girls who shared room 414 were sitting on the floor, chatting and laughing, when they were interrupted by a knock on the door. They heard the voice of the dormitory advisor say, "Room 414, I have a parcel for you." None of them were expecting a package in the mail, so they all wondered who it was from. Shen got up and opened the door. She took the package from the hands of the administrator, then shut the door and went looking for a pair of scissors to open it. She tore off the wrapping paper and opened the package. When they saw what was inside, the girls were shocked. It was a glass ball that was crystal clear and seemed to be filled with some sort of liquid. "Who could have sent this?" Zhao asked. "Look at the name on the packaging," said Yu, as she picked up the brown paper wrapper and looked at the label. Su Yun looked over her shoulder and exclaimed, "Anonymous, that's who. Maybe it's from a boy who has a crush on one of us and he was too embarrassed to write his name," said Zhao. Suddenly, the dorm went dark. "Lights out," Shen said, placing the glass ball on the table. The girls quickly washed and climbed to bed. Su Yun finished brushing her teeth, and before lying down, she took another look at the shining glass ball on the table. In the darkness, it seemed to glow with a strange light shining from within. Su Yun was tired, and as soon as she lay down and closed her eyes, she fell asleep. Before long, she was awoken by a loud noise. She rolled out of bed and walked to the door. Then, she saw a familiar figure emerge from the darkness. "Shen, is that you?" she whispered. As the shadowy figure came towards her, she realized that it was indeed Shen, but something was not right. In her hands, she seemed to be holding something. Su Yun felt a chill run down her spine. She wanted to run away, but she couldn't move. Shen was staring at her coldly, as if she didn't even know her. Even more frightening was that in her hands, she was holding a knife. The sharp blade glinted in the moonlight. "Shen, what are you?" Su Yun didn't even have time to finish her sentence because suddenly she saw Shen raise the dagger above her head. "Ah!" Su shrieked. Her first reaction was to run, but after a few steps she bumped into someone else. It was Zhu, who there was something wrong. Her hands were stained with blood, and she was holding a severed arm and chewing on it. Su Yun gasped in horror and stumbled backwards. Her hands and legs were trembling. Shen and Zhao have become ghosts, she thought, and now they're going to kill me too. In a panic, Su Yun pushed Zhao and ran past her to the stairs. As she ran down the stairs, she bumped into someone else. It was Yu Fi. For a moment, she was relieved, but then she took a closer look. Yu didn't have any feet. Her eyes were staring straight ahead, and her lips were moving. She kept repeating over and over, "Glass ball, glass ball, glass ball." Su Yun pushed past her and tumbled down the stairs. The 3 ghosts were close at her heels. She had only one thought in her head. She had to escape from them. When she reached the first floor, Su Yun crashed through the double doors and raced down the hallway. She kept trying the doors but found all of them locked. Eventually, she found a janitor's closet that was open. She ducked inside and slammed the door behind her. Then, she piled some old chairs against the door, barricading herself inside. Then, she breathed a sigh of relief. All of a sudden, Soo-Yun heard the sound of heavy footsteps coming down the hallway. Clomp, 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 clomp. She trembled with every step. Just then she heard a tapping sound behind her. She twirled around and her eyes grew wide with fright as she saw a deformed face pressed up against the window. It was the face of Yu. Her face was scrunched up against the glass and she was slapping her hand against the rain-soaked window. Her mouth was still moving and she seemed to be saying something. Soo-Yun couldn't make it out. Soo-Yun was almost crying now. She was in a pit of despair. Why are they chasing me, she thought. What is happening? This is all too terrible. Soo-Yun screamed, and lifting a chair, she smashed the window. The glass shattered, and Yu Fei's deformed face disappeared back into the rain. Soo-Yun collapsed on the floor, shaking and trembling. What could have made the three lovely girls turn into such terrible ghosts? She thought about the glass ball. Where had it come from? Could it be responsible for all this madness? Perhaps if she was able to break the glass ball, all of this would end. Soo-Yun's mind was filled with questions, but for now, this was the only answer. When Soo-Yun woke up, it was morning. The wind was blowing through the broken window and she was shivering with cold. She listened at the door, but she couldn't hear anything. She pulled away the chairs, opened the door, and cautiously peeked out. The hallway was empty. Everything was silent. Then, silent. Shen, Zhao, and Yu Fei were nowhere in sight. When she peeked inside, what she saw made her immediately tense up. Zhao was crouching in the corner, her eyes still dull and her hands still covered in blood. She was still chewing on a severed arm. When she looked up, Zhao stopped chewing and slowly got to her feet. She threw her head back and let out a strange laugh and said, "Soo-Yun!" "Don't come near me!" Soo-Yun shouted. Zhao was gliding slowly across the room, closing in. "What do you want from me?" Sue cried, panic and fear making her burst into tears. "Your life, your death," Zhao laughed, advancing step by step. "Why?" asked Sue. "We're like sisters, aren't we?" said Zhao. "All four of us should be together. Now that the three of us have become ghosts, don't you want to join us?" "No," said Sue. She shouted and violently shook her head. "We are all under the influence of the glass ball. It has turned us all into ghosts. Everyone in the university. You're the only one still alive. You're the odd one out. We want you to stay with us. We want you to join us." Soo-Yun rushed across the room, grabbed the glass ball. As she felt it in her hand, she looked at it, still exuding a strange shimmer. "Just destroy it," she thought, "then everything will be over." Soo-Yun held the glass ball above her head, and with all her strength, she dashed it against the floor. The glass ball smashed into a million tiny pieces, and a pool of glowing liquid spread across the floor. "It's over," she thought. "It's all over. We're safe now." Soo-Yun leaned against the wall and let out a long sigh of relief. However, the next second, she stared in horror because she saw the pool of liquid from the glass ball growing larger and larger. It spread across the floor, blocking her from escape. All of a sudden, the liquid formed into a bloody hand that stretched out to her. The next day, the police came to the university and found it inexplicably empty. Every single student and teacher had disappeared. All that remained was one badly decomposed body. It was found in room 414. The dead body was later identified as a teenage girl named Sue Yun. The end. Ooh, spooky story. What did you think? What did you think? For all those curious, that was called The Glass Ball. And it is actually based on a Chinese ghost story called The Strange Glass Ball. I liked it. It was great. It was great. Mwah. Yes, chef's kiss. Mwah, mwah. Very, very beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much for spending your evening with me. I appreciate it. I love each and every one of you. Yeah, the music really, good thinking with the music. That really spiced it up. I liked that a lot. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Take care of yourselves. You are a precious, precious gift. Your mind is not against you. It's just misunderstood. I'm here to help you understand the messages from your mind and the messages from your dreams. Thank you so much for spending your evening with me. I'll be back again tomorrow. I'm going to schedule it. It'll be at a different time than normal. So check my page. Make sure. I'm going to go eat some food. Yes, absolutely, Raylan. Make sure to feed yourself, hydrate, care for yourself, get lots of sleep, and most importantly, love yourself. It's the best thing that you can do for the world. You're a wonderful person, and I'm really, really glad you're here. I love you all. Mwah! And I'll see you very, very soon.